These 5 secret steps can save you years of your life. How long have you been researching and trying to find answers to your mystery chronic illness symptoms? Did you know that most Western medical doctors are not equipped when it comes to autoimmune issues? There are specific avenues to take that are crucial when it comes to healing. Not masking symptoms, but healing. And I feel like most people just don't know about them. I myself didn't know about them until 5 years into my chronic illness journey. So I am here to help you, to save you time, energy, and unnecessary further suffering. So in this video, we're going to talk about the 5 crucial steps to take in order to start your healing journey. And make sure to stick around for the 5th because it'll not only shock you, but it potentially could be the most important one for you. Hey fam, I'm Kelly Nelson with Kelly Nelson Health. Welcome back to my channel where I post videos every week teaching you how to heal your mystery chronic illness symptoms and anxiety using a root cause approach. Let's get into it. So first thing is first, the type of medical professional you should be seeing if you're suffering from any type of mystery chronic symptoms like anxiety, depression, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, also known as CFS, multiple chemical sensitivities, irritable bowel syndrome, and a host of other chronic and inflammatory conditions. You should be seeing a functional medicine practitioner. And why? A functional medicine practitioner or doctor uses a holistic approach to healthcare, meaning that they address the root cause of illness and they focus on an individual as a whole rather than treating someone's isolated symptoms. Functional medicine doctors often spend more time with patients, they conduct comprehensive evaluations, and may use specialized tests to understand the underlying imbalances going on in the body, which in turn can lead to a host of answers. I'm talking hormones, gut biome, parasites, inflammatory markers, the list goes on. They typically employ a combination of conventional medicine and alternative therapies to create personalized treatment plans for you. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I say this over and over. You are much more likely to get answers from a functional medicine doctor when it comes to these types of illnesses. If you want to search for a functional medicine practitioner near you, you can go to ifm.org. Now, it's important to note, I am in no way throwing shade at our conventional medicine doctors. Maybe a little or a lot at the system itself, but I know these doctors do have and want to help people. It's just that they simply have to follow certain guidelines, hit certain numbers and time crunches, and that doesn't always allow for root cause healing. And also, if you're already seeing a conventional medicine doctor that is helping you, then of course, that's amazing, and absolutely stick with them. All right, second step. And the one you're probably not going to love, and I'm so sorry in advance, but cutting out processed foods. I know, you can punch me through the screen if you want, but it's incredibly important. And honestly, for some, it's the only problem needed to be solved in order to heal. Crazy, right? Processed and commercialized foods are often the crux of inflammatory diseases. We are experiencing a huge epidemic of inflammation because of this. Unfortunately, the FDA has done a superb job at hiding ingredients in commercialized foods. Most processed foods that you see in cans, boxes, or whatever other pretty packaging you might see on the shelves contain poison. And I don't say that lightly at all. There are chemicals like BHA and BHT that are commonly added to processed foods to extend shelf life. These chemicals are proven to cause cancer. Let me say that again. Proven to cause cancer. If they have the ability to cause cancer, imagine what they're doing to our health day in and day out. Other hidden ingredients to be wary of are artificial sweeteners, high fructose corn syrup, artificial colors, and trans fats. Now, these might seem a little overwhelming, and to note, I will be doing a YouTube video solely on this and how to shop, cook, and eat clean. But in the meantime, as long as you stick with whole foods in their whole form, you're safe. Start shopping on the perimeter of the grocery store. This is where the produce hangs out. And while you're at it, pick up the organic if it's available. Third step, get rid of the toxins in your life. Many chronic illnesses impair the body's ability to effectively eliminate toxins. So simply put, if we're exposed to toxins, we're likely to worsen our health and exacerbate our symptoms. And on top of that, toxins can interfere with cellular functions, disrupt biochemical pathways, and hinder normal physiological processes. So what does getting rid of toxins look like exactly? This means household products, air, water source, and if you can, apply this to your work environment as well as your home, because we all know we spend a lot of time in our workspace as well. Now, let me break down how you can start detoxifying. For household products, I highly recommend the brand Branch Basics. They have done an amazing job with their products. There's a essentially only one solution that you buy for the entire household, which is crazy. So your laundry, all-purpose, bathroom, etc. But you receive several different bottles, and there's different water to solution ratios that will determine what you use that specific bottle for. Sounds amazing, right? That's because it is, and I'll link it for you guys below. So for a water source, I highly recommend purchasing a high quality water filter. My favorite is the Berkey water filter. It is a bit expensive, but it can last a lifetime, and it's one of the top brands on the market. If this isn't in your budget, you can also look up the brands Proper and Aquacerra to see if those are a better fit. I'll link those below as well. For makeup, skincare, and all other body products, go to ewg.org, and this will tell you everything you need to know about your existing products or what you could potentially buy. They have an easy to understand 1 to 10 rating scale, 1 being the least toxic and 10 being the most. And then they have EWG certified products, meaning they are completely clean. All right, this one might surprise you because it's completely hidden and we're unable to see it, but rest assured it is absolutely affecting us every second of every day, and that is EMFs, electromagnetic fields. EMFs are invisible areas of energy, also called radiation, that are produced by electricity, which is the movement of electrons or current through a wire. Some common sources are radio and television signals, cell phone towers, radar, MRIs, even microwaves, cordless phones, cell phones, gas, and electric meters. I'm sure you get the point. Now, unless you're immersed in the middle of a forest, and if you are, I want to know more, please. You don't really have a choice but to be affected by EMFs because they're everywhere. But lucky for you, Kelly to the rescue, you can purchase EMF protectors for yourself and your home. If you're looking for smaller protectors like small household items, cell phones, or personal to carry with you, I love the brand Energy Polarit. And if you're looking for a larger scaled protection like entire household, then Bermhall Wellness has an amazing one by Total Shield. All right, so things to leave out completely when it comes to detoxifying your life. Candles, perfumes, air fresheners, all of those scenty things that we love and adore. Yes, they smell good, but they don't smell as good as healing chronic symptoms. Am I right or am I right? Step 4, self-love. This one may seem inessential when it comes to healing chronic illness, but I promise you, it is not. It is so important, not only to someone who's feeling good and not suffering from health issues, but extremely important for those suffering with chronic health symptoms. So what does self-love look like? What do I mean by self-love? Practicing self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding when you make mistakes or you face challenges. Speak to yourself in a supportive and an encouraging manner, much like the way that you speak to your loved ones. Give yourself a break and forgive yourself. And you might ask, well, Kelly, how the heck do I forgive myself? Because I know it's hard. Journal, write it out. Write out a list of the things that you think need to be forgiven for. Make amends to yourself, to others if need be, so that you can release those trapped emotions. And yes, my friends, it has been proven that writing feelings out instead of speaking them is more effective. Spend time alone. Take regular breaks from social interactions. Spend time with yourself. This can involve things like walks in nature, taking a bubble bath with your favorite essential oils, because remember, those chemical-laden candles are a no-no. Doing an at-home spa treatment, or just simply being, enjoying solitude. Like, when does anyone just enjoy being anymore? Maybe you want to watch that Siskel and Ebert gave 2 thumbs up movie that you've been wanting to see. Wait, is that still a thing? Are they still around, Siskel and Ebert? I haven't heard about them in a really long time. Okay, getting back to it. Focus, Kelly. And boundaries. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. I did this fun little spoof on boundaries on my Instagram the other day, and the feedback was awesome. It is so important to set boundaries. It's important to be paying attention to your stress levels and your nervous system when you're around certain people or in specific situations that do not serve you. And guys, that does not make you a bad person. In fact, it's quite the opposite. If you weed out the toxic people, the toxic situations, you're gonna be a much happier person. And then the energy you give to this world will be that much more amazing. So in reality, I mean, the world's just gonna thank you. Have I gone too far? Because I don't think so. But you get the point. The love that you have for yourself should absolutely be the biggest love you have for anyone. Because when you love you the most, then everyone else around you feels more loved. Step 5. Ooh, this is the one that we've all been waiting for. My absolute fave, my heart and soul, the main reason I do what I do. Are you ready for it? Regulating your nervous system. This is what most people who are suffering from mystery chronic illnesses and conditions miss. And I am the prime example of that. I missed it for years, but I'm so thankful I found it because that is when my real healing catapulted. You can cut out all the terrible foods, you can detoxify your life, you can love the ish out of yourself, and yeah, you feel better, but you're not 100%. And why? Because your limbic system is impaired due to being in chronic fight or flight. Our nervous system should primarily be in a parasympathetic state, meaning it's in rest and digest. We're able to detox and repair and digest the way that a healthy body is meant to. But when we're in fight or flight, we're in a sympathetic state, meaning all of these healthy processes of detoxing, repairing, and digesting are no longer working. It's focused on these perceived threats and impending danger, and survival messages are being sent to all systems of the body instead. So sure, this mechanism works when we're in fact in danger, but it becomes devastating when we're stuck in this state of chronic fight or flight. It affects our energy production, our ability to fight disease, the rest and digest process, pain perception, cognitive function, emotional states. It alters sensory perceptions, including our smell, taste, light, sound, and even touch. Limbic system impairment is often difficult to diagnose simply because it has not become mainstream at all in conventional medicine, although thankfully it is now gaining more traction. But because of this, many symptoms are misdiagnosed. Limbic system impairment expresses itself via the central nervous system, which affects all parts of our bodies. It affects us physically, psychologically, and even our emotional health. Impairment can be caused by physical injury, toxicant injury from chemicals, bacteria, viruses, exposure to mold, and/or psychological or emotional stress. When our brains get stuck in fight or flight, it perpetuates illness and inflammation. This typically involves the central nervous system, the skeletal system, the respiratory system, immune system, digestive system, and the endocrine system. So no wonder these symptoms seem unrelated and confusing, and the fact that it can essentially affect your entire body. Now, how we regulate our limbic system is through a process called brain retraining. This is the bread and butter to my health coaching practice. Please don't let the words brain retraining intimidate you. I promise it's not that scary. And when you realize how life-changing it is, you'll grow to love it, just like I do. Through consistently retraining your brain, you can bring your central nervous system back to a parasympathetic state, and over time, your symptoms will fall away. There are many facets to brain retraining, and since I can't keep you here all day, unfortunately, even though I really wish I could, I want to give you an exercise that I believe holds the most power when it comes to retraining the brain, and that is through igniting all your senses through visualization meditation. This type of meditation releases dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin, all of which play a part in getting you back into a parasympathetic state or out of fight or flight. You can easily access a visualization meditation on apps like Headspace or Insight Timer, and if you want to know more in-depth details about this type of meditation, please take advantage of my completely free brain retraining guide in the comments below. If you've made it this far and you aren't already subscribed to my channel, be sure to hug that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss when I post my next video. If you loved this video, leave me a horse emoji in the comment section below. I don't know. I love horses. So random, I know. And let me know if you have any questions or if you'd like me to do a video on a specific topic in the future. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.